Good morning. I hope that you are doing well this morning, enjoying your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, or depending on when you are watching this video. Maybe you've already transitioned over to water. Let's get into today's topic. And I'm going to continue with the theme of transitions. We're going to talk about transition and transformation. Now, I don't like change. And most, I think, entrepreneurs don't like change. And the reason I know this is because we like to get into a rhythm and a routine because that's comfortable and we know what to expect. So lately, we have been making a lot of transitions here personally. We have, for the past 9 months, been living in a 500 square feet tiny house, and we made the transition back into the big house. So you would think that you would run towards that. Well, I got comfortable in the little house. There was less upkeep. I knew where everything was. We really pared everything down. The contractors, when they came over, they said, "This is all I need." And truly, it was all we needed. It was very simple. And what was interesting in making the transition back to the house, that perfectionism was really kind of coming up for me, where I haven't been in the house for a year. So when the kids come home for the holidays, I want everything perfect. I want the bedrooms to be perfect, the linens to be perfect, the living spaces to be perfect. I just wanted everything beautiful. What ended up happening in that transition is that we were exhausted by the end of the week, right before everybody came. We barely got the linens on the beds. The living room was clean, but it was not near where I wanted it to be. There were boxes still stacked up in different places. So this whole idea of what that transition would look like, removing myself from the comfortable to the uncomfortable and just going with it. And everyone literally, so the favorite spot here in the house, one of the extras that we added was a heater on the porch, and it was cold over Thanksgiving. And that heater literally comes right down on the couch on the porch. That's where everyone gathered. They gathered there after meals. They gathered there during the day, throughout the day, and into the evening. It was just a great place. We just kind of extended the living space. And so while you may be afraid of transitions as we end the year and we transition into the new year, there's also a lot of hope. And the hope is that we look at what we have done over the past 12 months. And there are things that you want to leave and you want to keep in the old year. And you also want to take the best of the best and transition that into the new year and make it even better. That's the opportunity that we have with transition. And that transformation that you will experience is that there's a lot of clarity. So being in the little house and 500 square feet, I couldn't bring all of the things. My desk was literally a rolling desk and everything that I could put on that desk. There's not a lot of room. And so now that I am in the big house and have my desk and spread out and things, what we've really been doing here is we've been purging. And it's either that it's a donate, it's trash, or we put it in the house, or it's a keep. If it's a keepsake, obviously like we're storing that away. But it really, the clarity that comes from that and the experience that comes from that is just like letting go. We don't need it. Like, I think this transition back into the big house, it's like beat us down. I had 4 bags of linens and they were all mismatched. Do I need to keep all of those? No. But where could I donate those linens? I could donate those linens to a dog shelter, to an animal shelter. And I know that they're going to a good place. And so I transition into what I need, what I have, and keep moving forward, even though I do not like change. But this change, I have to say, has been a good change. And I feel like it's been a blessing. And you can take a look at your transition that you're getting ready to make here in at the end of the year. And you can either wait to the end and let it happen to you, or you can be more proactive and you take control of what that transition is going to be. Holidays are a time where we are fast forwarding. I am fast forwarding. Like, I am having everything done. Like, my timeline was really ramped up because of a surgery that I have to have. And I'm like, all right, well, I know that they say it's not going to be that bad. And so the transition here should be pretty quick, but I want to make sure that everything's done. And if everything's done and I go into surgery, then the other side of that, I have more peace and calm for myself and more healing time, better recovery, right? And I don't feel so pressed at the end of the year. So, food for thought, transitions, and what that transformation is going to look like when we leave behind things that are not serving us and we pick the best of the best to move forward with. I mean, that's why we're in business anyway. We shouldn't be doing a whole lot of things that we don't like. All right, until next week, take care. We'll talk soon.